In the world of YouTube, content creators usually have a couple of outlier videos that do exceptionally well compared to all their other uploads, which are just meh, at least in terms of views. If you look at these outliers, you'll notice that there seem to be a pattern. What's more, the most popular YouTubers appear to have figured out this formula, which is why all their videos consistently get millions of views. If only they shared this formula with the rest of us. Wait, one of them actually did. In a recent interview, fast-growing YouTuber and Silicon Valley entrepreneur John Coogan spilled the secrets on how one of his YouTube videos went massively viral. It actually involves every bit of the video production process. In this video, we'll share what he learned and how he applied that to create a second viral video. First, let's go into some statistics so we can get a sense of the viewership of Coogan's YouTube channel at John Coogan Plus. Prior to his viral video, most of Coogan's videos until mid-2021 were only getting about 20,000 views max, with some even as low as 2,000 views. But something definitely changed toward the end of 2021 because his average viewership climbed to about 40,000 and he also broke 6 digits for some of his videos. Then, at the start of 2022, John Coogan released a video titled "Microsoft Just Killed Zuck's Metaverse," which received a whopping 8.3 million views. Now, that's a pretty far cry from Mr. Beast's viewership, which is in the hundreds of millions, but it's definitely up there with the likes of Logan Paul and PewDiePie. More importantly, that's almost 10 times higher than the average views of Coogan's other videos, which makes it even more impressive. How did he do it? Well, here are the secrets behind this viral video and how he utilized these strategies on another video to make it go viral like the first one. Number 1, perfect timing. First things first, you gotta know how to make a video about and when to post it. This is one of the things where John Coogan really hit the mark. He rode on a trend and capitalized on it. His viral video, "Microsoft Just Killed Zuck's Metaverse," was uploaded on February 7th, 2022, just 4 days after Mark Zuckerberg's company Meta hit front page news. People have been talking about the metaverse for quite some time before this video. In fact, John Coogan actually made a couple of videos about it before his viral one. But when Meta's massive stock drop hit the news on February 3rd, 2022, John saw an opportunity and quickly took action. On day 1 of uploading his video, it received a 12 to 16% click-through rate, double John's usual 6 to 7%. Coogan tried to keep riding the trend by releasing another video. Apple just crushed Zuck's Metaverse. He released it 3 weeks after the first one, so it didn't catch on as much, but at 1 million views, it was still a clear outlier compared to his normal viewership. This was Coogan's only mistake in his quest to replicate his virality. He got all the other things right, and those were what gave him that 7-digit view count. What's even more impressive is Coogan didn't just ride on one trend, but 2. Number 2, unique angle. 4 weeks before his upload, Metaverse was trending, but that time, it was because of Microsoft. This gave John the idea of making content that covers both Zuckerberg's and Microsoft's plans for the Metaverse. Technically, this wasn't the first time people compared the two, but John approached it so creatively that his video beat the others by millions of views. He followed the same formula for his Zuckerberg vs. Apple video. Instead of just focusing on the more recent trend that was solely about Zuckerberg's Meta, John presented a counter-argument and captured both sides of the story so eloquently that his video appealed to both audiences of a polarizing argument. He really honed in on their differences and structured both stories as a competition where Zuckerberg was losing, first to Microsoft, then to Apple. In fact, this was clearly reflected in the title of both videos. Make sure to share this video with your fellow content creators and subscribe for more tips and tricks on growing your YouTube channel. Number 3, well-structured title. Let's dive into structuring your video titles. John Coogan's first viral video is called "Microsoft Just Killed Zuck's Metaverse," while the second one says "Apple Just Crushed Zuck's Metaverse." In both these titles, John expertly mentioned 3 key words: Zuckerberg, Metaverse, and Microsoft, or in the case of the second video, Apple. Not only that, he used and capitalized a strong, emotionally provoking verb for both titles, killed and crushed. But For John, what really sold both titles was his use of the word just. It's such a simple modifier, but it lends so much urgency to the title. It tells the viewer that the story is fresh and they need to watch it now so they don't miss it. One particular YouTuber is a master at this. He has dozens of videos using the word just in his titles. He also uses some other variations that lend the same sense of urgency, such as urgent, do this now, it's coming, it started, and it's over. To make this even more effective, the video's thumbnails clearly reflect what's said on the titles. Number 4, enticing thumbnail storytelling. For example, in John Coogan's Zuckerberg vs. Microsoft video, the thumbnail depicts a headshot of Bill Gates laughing and Zuckerberg's face all bruised up, clearly conveying the message that Zuckerberg was losing to Gates in a competition. The names of their companies were also displayed above their heads, and Meta was crossed out with a red X. And to really emphasize the narrative that this is a competition, John Coogan also made use of a vibrant, futuristic neon background, similar to what you would see in fighting games, which is an easily recognizable style that hooks the viewer. In John Zuckerberg vs. Apple video, he did the same exact things for the thumbnail. Zuckerberg's bruised face versus Steve Jobs laughing, the Meta logo crossed out, all on a futuristic neon background. Again, this narrative doesn't only appear in the title and thumbnail, John Coogan carried it through in the video script itself. Number 5, expert narration. Getting viewers to click on a video is just half the battle. Even if you get high click-through rates, if your retention is low, you won't get loyal subscribers. Fortunately for John Coogan, he also did pretty well in this aspect. The key to good retention is to hook viewers within the first 10 to 15 seconds of the video. Otherwise, they'll nope right out and find something else to watch. John crushed this by starting his video with his controversial statement,
Microsoft is about to kill Zuckerberg's metaverse before it even launches, and they won't even need to build a VR headset to do it.
Then he followed it up with,
Now, this probably sounds crazy.
In just under 11 seconds, John's video held strong at a retention of 82%. His second video starts off in a similar way. Watch.
Mark Zuckerberg is fighting tooth and nail for the metaverse, but it's not going well.
The controversy and the mystery of both opening statements hook you right in and make you want to keep watching in order to find out what the heck John's talking about. Another interesting thing he does during the video is John introduces this 3-part format where he promises to give 3 key reasons why Microsoft or Apple is beating Zuckerberg at his own game. But he doesn't enumerate these reasons precisely, so viewers will need to watch the whole video to get the whole gist. Unfortunately for John, at least with his first video, retention still dropped to 35% about halfway through the video, but this was more due to the change in editing and not the script structure itself. Number 6, engaging editing style. These days, YouTube videos tend to have fast-paced edits in order to keep them engaging, so that's exactly what John Coogan did. His Zuckerberg vs. Microsoft video featured 200 cuts over the span of 12.5 minutes. That translates to a cut every 3 seconds. The beauty of it is, John did it in a way that doesn't give you vertigo. The video felt fresh rather than rushed. He also used clips of him talking to the camera as his A-roll, which was surprising for many and got him a lot of comments from viewers. That said, both viral videos were heavy on B-rolls. In fact, probably at least 60% of these videos were just B-rolls. Another thing that helped was the subject of the video themselves, given that the videos were about the metaverse. John was able to use lots of visually stimulating graphics from game content, cinematic footage, ads on metaverse tech tools, and so on. Of course, this isn't to say that a boring topic or something outside of the tech and gaming space would limit you to boring graphics and footage. It's just going to require a little more effort mining for the right footage to make your video engaging. It's all these things together that make up the recipe for a viral YouTube that gets tons of views. So that's it for this video on YouTuber John Coogan spilling his secrets to making a viral video. You can learn more about creating viral thumbnails by watching this next video.